Hi friends, it's Aubrey. Today is week 3 of pantry cooking for the entire month of September. So if you want to see my grocery haul, meal plan, and what I make this week, definitely keep watching. All right, so we didn't make the potato soup last week, so I'm thinking we could make that this week. So we'll add that for Monday. And then we have the stuff to make Korean beef bowls, and that's a really easy dinner. So I'm thinking we'll do that one of the nights. And then we can make spaghetti because we still have some ground beef that we can use. We'll make that another night. And then we still have some barbecue chicken in the freezer, so we could do that and like baked potatoes or sliders. So we'll just put barbecue chicken. And then we could also make some pasta carbonara because we have bacon in the freezer. And then we'll do a leftovers night or like a fend for yourself night like we normally do. And that will be this week's dinners. On September 16th, I went to the Fran's Bakery outlet and to Fred Meyer's to pick up some things for this week. And so I got 2 loaves of bread. We already broke into that one. And then some cookies as some snacks. The total for the bread store was $9.98. And then at Fred Meyer, we got 4 different salads that were on clearance and some bananas. And the total for that was $17 and some change. I'll have that here on the screen as well. And then we only need to pick up like 2 other things for this week, some milk and some eggs. I had a little bit left over from the last couple of weeks, so I decided to pick up some things at Costco and then KFC to kind of set us up for the next week or so, even longer, probably past the Shelf-Timber challenge. So at Costco, I got some eggs. We got 2 bags of these crackers. These make a great lunch with some tuna fish. They're also just a fantastic snack. I highly recommend them, even if you're not gluten-free. And then my daughter really likes these breakfast essentials, so we got her some of those because we were completely out. And then the milk was on sale at KFC, and these were on sale, I think, for $1.39 for a half gallon. And then I saw this applesauce on clearance. They had a ton more, and if it wasn't Shelf-Timber, I probably would have picked up all of them, but I just got 1. And so the total for the things at Costco was $41 and some change, and the total for the milk and the applesauce was just under $9. So I'll have both of those on the screen, and we'll add that to our Shelf-Timber total. Right now we're trying to keep it under $150, and then with next week we'll add that extra $50. So we're just trying to keep it under $200 for the whole month, and I really think we can do it. So tonight we are having Korean beef bowls. These come together so fast. So I have my ground beef that was pre-cooked from the freezer in my pan. Then I have all the sauce ingredients over here. So we're gonna make that up really quickly. So we need a 1/4 cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of soy sauce, about a 1/4 teaspoon or so of ground ginger. You can also use fresh ginger if you have it. And then you'll need 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. I always go under and I just kind of eyeball it because otherwise it's too sesame forward, which is not my favorite. So we'll just go right about there. And then we'll add in like 2 teaspoons of minced garlic and give this all a good stir. If you have crushed red pepper flakes, you can add those in here as well. But we'll go ahead and take our sauce over to our pan, pour it on our ground beef, and then we'll get this cooking. So you can definitely double the sauce, which I might end up doing depending on how this looks once it starts to get heated. But if you like it saucy, just double the sauce outright. And here's the final dish. We made some egg rolls from the freezer as well. This came together in about 10 minutes. So we pivoted today. We are having some KFC bowls. So our air fryer is cooking up our chicken nuggets. I had some super sweet white corn in the freezer, and then I also had some cheese in the freezer, so I pulled those out. Our potatoes are done. We just need to drain them and make them into mashed potatoes. And then we also have one of these in our spice cabinet, so we're gonna make up this gravy, and we'll combine it all together. I just have some butter melting, and I'm gonna go grab my potatoes. And we boiled our potatoes with some salt and garlic, so I'm gonna add some more of that as well. But first we're gonna do some milk. We're gonna add some black pepper. I'm just eyeballing everything, so do it just to taste for you. And potatoes can handle a lot of salt, so we're gonna salt these a little bit, and then I'm using salted butter as well, and they were boiled in salty water, so they might not need a ton more, so we'll go with that and then see what happens. I just tried the potatoes after mixing them, and they need a ton more salt, so I'm gonna add that in and then re-stir. I followed the package instructions on the gravy mix, so I had some water boiling and then also mixed the gravy pouch in with some water, got that on the stove heating up until it was nice and thick, and I also had some corn that I heated up in the microwave and added a little bit of butter, salt, and pepper, and here is the completed dish. This is one of our favorites. On Wednesday, we made another one of our favorite dinners, pasta carbonara. I had some bacon that I let thaw during the day, and I cooked up 4 slices in my big Dutch oven. I love this thing. If you're looking for a good Dutch oven, I'll have this one linked down below for you guys. And while the bacon was cooking, I also got my water boiling, and then my daughter and I worked on the sauce. It's 2 eggs and a half cup of Parmesan with salt, pepper, and parsley. She loves helping me cook, so she helped make most of the meals this week, and honestly helps me make dinner most nights, and it's really fun to do this with her, and she is such a good helper, so I really appreciate and love that she likes cooking in the kitchen with me. You'll want to save about 1/4 to 1/2 cup of the pasta water before you drain the noodles off. That way you can thin out the sauce. And while you're straining the noodles, you can go ahead and heat up the garlic and a little bit of the bacon fat. I'll normally drain a little bit of the grease off just so that way it's not overly oily, but you can leave as much in as you want. And once the garlic is fragrant, you'll go ahead and add in a little bit of that pasta water to scrape off all those yummy bits from the bottom of the pan. And then you will add in your pasta and the cheese mixture with the eggs. Stir this all around on a low temp, and then you'll add in your bacon and serve it up once that sauce comes together, and this is absolutely delicious. I highly recommend this one. Thursday was a fend for yourself kind of night, so we made some sandwiches while we were watching Survivor. Friday, I was at my dad's house and he bought some food from Safeway, so that's what I ate, and my husband ate one of the Indian food pouches that we had in the pantry. And then on Saturday, we made the chana masala. We just cooked this according to the package instructions and made some rice to go along with it. This is one of our favorite frozen meals from Trader Joe's, so if you haven't tried this one, I definitely recommend it. It's really good. It's a little bit spicy, and it's really good if you add in some peanuts or almonds, but this is one of our favorite dinners, and we were really excited to eat it this night after the kids went to bed. That is all I have for week 3. Please subscribe so you don't miss week 4 and my wrap up of Shelf-Timber. And if you haven't watched the previous week's videos, I'll have them linked down below for you guys. And I hope you all have the best rest of your day. Bye!